Hello everyone, you are welcome to another edition of F&M GistCorner. This is a platform where we amplify the voices of individuals, groups, associations and organizations who are contributing to the development of the society. And with me for today's episode is our female political leader in Ondo State, our astute politician, Honorable Funke Kumuyi. Ma, you are welcome to this episode, ma.
Thanks for having me.
Okay. Honorable Kumuyi, you participated in the recently conducted APC Women Rally, where the state woman leader, Princess E.G., led the rally on advocating for more space for women in Ondo politics. What is your view about this move?
Thank you very much, Mary. But before I answer this question, I want to first and foremost appreciate the new state women leader, Honorable Princess G.Ola, who led the struggle because at this critical time, having a leader who could come out, who could bring people together for such amazing rally. So it shows how proactive she is, and it shows that she's really rightly passionate, which is a good step in the right direction for having such a person at this critical time. But concerning that rally itself, is a worthwhile rally for women all over the state to come together to see a way or to look at how they can be rightly included in the scheme of things. Primary election is fast approaching, and having the understanding that politics is about lobbying, politics is about influence, is about consultation, is about dialogue sometimes. So having somebody like the women leader who have that consciousness that we should come together and talk to the people who are the helm of affairs so that they can look into our case. It's a thing that has been long overdue. Women participation in Ondo State is not about a particular administration. When it comes to elective position, we have been backwards so much. So if we come together at this time, it's going to be a boost for us, because politics, if you don't agitate, if you don't demand, nobody will give you anything. Power is not served a la carte. It's often demanded for. It is when you agitate that people will look into your plight and do something reasonable. So I believe that rally is going to bat a whole lot of good outcome as election is approaching. The people who are in authority, even on that particular day, the new party chairman came. He responded to our issue. All his response were very good, so they were quite amazing. So we believe that at this time, as we have decided to come together, it's going to be a different case. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Kumuyi. As you just mentioned, the APC state chairman, that he joined you people for the rally, and he even announced that APC in the state has concluded on consensus for the forthcoming primary election. So do you think this consensus arrangement is okay by you women?
Thank you very much. We are party members, and the leadership of the party are those that will give direction. So they have directed that is what they are going to do. So our own is to comply. And to me, personally, I believe it is a very good mode.
You mean the consensus agreement?
No, that consensus.
Okay.
Because number one, it will demonetize the process. In the time past, we know how especially when we were still using indirect mode of primaries, we know how people squander money or squander resources in the election. So and I believe that there is no process that cannot be manipulated. But once this particular process has been announced, I believe that what is left for party members is to rally around our leaders and ensure that the process is transparent and is acceptable to the people. So I believe it's a very good one, and it's going to be added advantage to the women folk, because now it's not as if aspirants are going to the field to test popularity or to give choices to the people that this and these people you must take. So in that regard, I believe that where if the political will exists on the part of our leaders, it will be very easy. So inclusion, women inclusion will be achievable. It will be easy, because now it's just for the party to look at it. This is where we are going. It's more or less like handpicking. So, and why that is done, the right inclusion that we are talking about women, it will be achieved, and we will have so many women in government than what we are having at the moment. And if the right development that all of us are clamoring for, it is when we have women at the decision making table that is going to be achieved. So I believe is a good one. It will demonetize the process, and anybody that picks the ticket will know that is accountable to the people. So it's not as if they will be calculating the amounts they have spent, and they will look at it that, let me first of all gain what I've dissipated first. So the scenario will not be in that manner. I believe it's going to be a good one.
Okay, thank you, Mark. It is believed that women don't support their fellow women in politics. Is this true? What is your view about this?
I don't believe that. That is not the reason for low female participation. If I want to say, okay, like now in Ondo State, for instance, from creation, let me just give a short analysis from Fourth Republic, 1999 to date. So we've only just gotten in the National Assembly, the women participation is extremely low, is highly insignificant, is unheard of in Ondo State. In every election year, we have been sending 12 members to represent us at the National Assembly, 3 senators, 9 House of Rep members. Out of this, so that is 12. So we are going to say 12 times 7, because we've had 7 election years, 7 election cycles, and out of these 7 election years, out of this, that is 12 times 7. That's about 84. So if you add everything together, 84, and we've only gotten one woman who has ever represented us in the National Assembly, from Ileluji Okegbo. So what are we now saying? And it's not as if we don't have competent women here. We have our women are resourceful, our women our women are techy. If they are politically conscious, they are educated, they are brilliant. There are a whole lot of women, good talents which they can use to represent us at the National Assembly, and our voices will be heard, and they will perform excellently. But we have not gotten that opportunity. So, and the opportunity is what we are now yearning for, that the leadership of the party at the state level, even at the national, should look into our case and do something meaningful, so that there can be a change of the scenario we are having at the moment. Even in our House of Assembly here, we have been sending 26 members at every election year. That is 26 times 7. That's about 182. Only we are having just 12. We've only gotten 12 women who have ever represented us, and we are having 3 plus the 3 that is there right now. Just 12 over 182. It's unheard of. It's a social injustice that needs to be looked into, and there must be an end to that scenario. But I want to appreciate His Excellency Governor Lotorimisun Ayedatiwa. He has been a gender-friendly governor. He is a man with a listening ear. He is gender sensitive. I can call him a he for she governor. So because he has appointed so many women into his government, and all this scenario, all these analysis records, ugly records which I have just mentioned now, which I have just analyzed, it was not done under his watch. It was what has happened, what has existed in the past. But we believe that under his leadership, there will be a change.
What is your expectation for the forthcoming election in terms of, out of the 26 House of Assembly members? What are you expecting?
We are not
for
asking
women?
for much. For me, if I'm going to say, because I am a realist.
Okay.
But out of the 26 House of Assembly, if 2 per senatorial district is given to women,
that would be 6.
It's not too much now to start with. I expect that this must be done.
The APC women leader advocated 10.
I'm going to speak in line with her speech
Okay.
and with her demand.
Okay.
10 is not too. Is
At
not
least
too,
10 out of
10 out
so
of.
you release 16 to May.
10 out of
26.
26 is not. 10 is not too. Is not too. Is not too much. It's not too much for women. We have women who are intellectuals that will occupy that position and will make meaningful impact even than what the male who have ever gone there has done.
But do you even have up to 10 women, female aspiring for this position in the state under the APC political
but at least with the record I am aware of, there are so many
who are indicating interest.
Yes, there are so many who have indicated their interest to contest. So, and it's happening. It's happening everywhere. Like Lagos State, when you look at their gender representation, it's very high. Not quite too long, they brought a woman on a television program which I watched, Honorable Jumoke Okoya Thomas. So when they interviewed her, the interviewer asked her that, how have you been doing it in Lagos State that you have been recording success in women participation? Because in the National Assembly they always have record of sending women to National Assembly in Lagos State. So this woman said the woman has gone to National Assembly House of Representatives 3 times. They asked her, how has this thing been? She said that it was the deliberateness. The leadership in the party gave it intentionality, and that is why it has been happening the way we are seeing it. Anywhere they spot those women who possess those qualities which they need, they give it to them. So that they give it to them to ensure balancing, because in anything we are doing, balancing is very important. Okay. Women constitute more than half of the entire population. So in this modern age, if we are making appointments or we are running a government without inclusion of the female folk, it's not fair enough. It's a situation that needs to be looked into and do something reasonable about it.
Okay, on a final note, you as a female political leader in the state, you've occupied some positions in the state, and likewise other female leaders. What have you been doing to groom younger women to participate in politics?
Thank you very much. I want to say it's better we start on this note first, because how do you want to inspire others? Look at the analysis I've just given now. It is when all these things are done that inspiration can be given to the younger generation. Even sometimes the kind of frustration that some of us are facing in politics, you wake up and you ask yourself, is it a crime that you're a woman? So they lied against you, say all manners of falsehood against you, just to run you down. And apart from that, even when you look at the analysis I've just given now, out of 182, just 12 women at the State House of Assembly, 1 in the National Assembly. What kind of inspiration do you want to give to the coming generation in that? The situation we are having now is a situation that people will even ask you, why do you like wasting your money when they see you as a woman, when you are going out for contest? That's the question people ask. But I believe that when all these measures are put in place and there is intentionality, which I know our dear governor, who is a listening governor and very gender sensitive governor, will do, I'm very sure that there will be a change of situation, and our children coming behind us will be able to sit one day, when they look at the number, when they look at the inclusivity which is on ground, they will be happy and they will know that they can really achieve their potentials in this space anytime they are interested. Okay. And the society will not let them down just because they are female.
All right. Thank you, Honorable Kumoyi, for that beautiful contribution so far. This is where we shall drop the curtain for today's edition. And if there is anyone there interested in joining us in contributing to our discussion on this platform, you are free to reach out to us through the WhatsApp number on the screen. Get in touch and you will be invited to share your own contribution and observation to issues in the society. Thank you.